Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of the organization of my craft room. I hope you enjoyed part 1 and got some inspiration. I want to tackle more because of course we have a lot more supplies that need storage. I hope you're well and maybe you get some inspiration or an idea how I store something that is handy for you too. These 3 you saw in the video yesterday in my closet. It holds all of my stamps, and yeah, there are a lot, and they're in these kind of binders, very handy, especially if you use your stamps a lot or you want to take something with you. And they're all 3 completely filled like this one. But I hardly use them. Lots of times when I stamp, they fail. They're not beautiful, so I'm always afraid to use it on my project. If it's loose, sometimes I will stamp on a loose paper, but if I made something and there has to be a stamp on there, I hesitate, and most of the times I don't do it. And because also my taste changed over the years. In the beginning I had a lot of botanical, so I have a lot of botanical little flowers, and not that they go well with all kinds of things. But I have all kinds of different stamps. Mushrooms, butterflies, leaves, words, grungy, you name it. I thought I needed it and had to have it. So but to not throw away, I would never do that, but to give them away, at the moment it's still a bridge too far. So they are in my closet, and I still hope I will do some more stamping in the future. And that's why I have 2 stamps on my desk to remind me that I have stamps and that I can use them. And I really like it when other people do. But enough babbling, let's continue. It will be the same like yesterday, little videos behind each other, showing a little section. Just one close-up of my glues. These are both on my desk. These are the glues I use most. My art glitter glue, my textile glue just from Action, a cheaper brand. This one I really like. I forgot I had a glue pen. It's also a really fine tip, and I thought I have to use it up. I'm still not a big fan of glue stick, but whatever. I use them, and and my normal glue. And these are more for when I want to glue fabric and I really have to spread it. My spreader also, just some extra. That's why it's on the to the left on the black drawer unit. But this is on my desk because I use it all the time, and it holds my tweezers also. So I wanted to show you that. And then I'll continue with all the different videos I made, because you can't take everything to the desk. So I'll see you in a minute. Then I have all my, I'm filming with my different, with a different iPad, and it looks like it's closer. I don't know how to get it further away. The table is on its lowest. These I accidentally ordered twice, but these are the smaller ones. But in here, in sleeves on black cardstock, so I can see very well what's in here. All my stencils. I don't use it super much, but I do use them. But I like it in a folder. Flipping through them is easier, and I use these with texture paste. More with texture paste than with paint or ink. Then I have some of these, and in one there is specialty cardstock or vellum, but I also have vellum downstairs with my printer. This is all coffee and tea dyed, and then this is a bit fibery paper. This is 120 GSM. This is 200 GSM, so more cardstock. And here in the back is grit paper. Yeah, bit of different, but lots of it came out very grungy, and I'm not that grungy. So I don't really use that much tea or coffee dyed paper. So with this, it's quite a bit. I can do years. And so I have a couple of folders like that with also with some images, but it's not something I pull from very often. Then I have this plastic container, and I really love these plastic envelopes, and they're a big A5. I'll do it in inches. It's 9 3/4 by 7. And I have these a lot. And in here I have all kinds. This is handmade paper that I bought. I don't make it myself. Transparency, but the rest is already, I'll show you here, already embossed. So pieces of embossed I can pull from, and all the pieces that are left are in the same folder. So if I know I want something beige or brown in that color, then I can pull this. It's in the container. Blue, cream color, white, off-white, green, pink. And this is on my desk, to the left on my desk, so I can reach out and take that. Then let's take this. In the films you will have seen, this is also to the left on that extra drawer cabinet with the drawers with the lace in it, and these are on top of each other, and they're makeup. Here in the Netherlands they sell them as makeup or jewelry thingies. Let's see. Just shy of 9.5 by 5.25, not counting the knobs. And I really like them. In here are fussy cut flowers. These are not my only fussy cut flowers, but again, it's here on my, I think that little drawer set is an extension of my table. And everything on my table is to remind me this is what I have. And then I know in other places I could have more. These are all kinds of trims and flowers. And again, I have more, but again, to remind me, a selection. And these are, you could already see it, are all kinds of numbers. This is all from already some years ago that I was cutting out everything, and this is what I have. And normally I don't have to print anything. I pull from this if I want to use numbers, because I think it's quite enough. So that goes to my left, and this is on top of it, the punch to remind me to use the tab punch. And this is, I think I explained it in the video. It was around an order I had, and I thought it's such a cute idea, so it reminds me. And I did this quite some time, quite sometimes when I sold something, I package it like that. These are the numbers from Sampool. I did some stamping, so I just have to pull from them. These mostly are chapter 1, again from the time I was still cutting them out. Ruby and Pearl and, oh, I don't know, Junk with Staff or, yeah, I don't know. These are very old and I hardly use them, but they're in here. It's a good storage place, and when I need a label, I look in this also, but it means that I have labels in my binder, in this and in here, so it's not ideal. But I don't have a better solution, and for now this is all working for me. These are all die cuts, some bought, but mostly cut out with my die cutting machine. Again, to remind me I have those kinds of things I can use. So if I'm looking for inspiration or something, or what can I use, I look around my craft room and I see these things. So if they remind me, I can do something like that. Then this one, get the dust off. Dust goes so quickly. Oh, that's not a good idea. Of course it's open on the back. Yeah, I can't get it in frame. But I think you all know these. I thought I flip it over so I can show you, but you have seen these in the film also. I'm just going to show you what's in there. Now I have those little things. And I saw this from the journal, Cheryl from the Journal Cottage, and I really loved it. My husband has a lot of these, but iron ones. This is a plastic cheap one. I just wanted to try, but I like it a lot. Safety pins and all kinds of paper clips, and now I can easily pull from them. They're all separate in a container, if you can call it a container. My large ones, these I clip my signatures with, and these clips I use a lot for all kinds of things when I glue lace and it needs some time to dry. And my ball pins, I love this because it can hold so much. 5, this is 10, 20, 25, 25 little drawers. And again, I'm a fan of drawers. These are from a kit, I think Raindrop Lila, but again, some tabs, just to remind me to use tabs, but I'm not a real tab fan, but these I already cut out some time and I thought I'm going to put them in here. So if I want something, I can I can see if I can use that. These are very old brads from my parents, left over. They're very large. That fell somewhere. The legs are 3/4 of an inch, so it can hold a lot. But if I use these because I want this to be bigger, then I can always cut off a bit of the legs. These are real tiny ones in all kinds of colors. Is it focusing? Not really. And I put these little bags in here, and here is the large one that has to go in here. And I put the colored one in front, so I know when I see the front of this storage, I know, those are my mini brads. And then again, 2 different sizes in all kinds of colors. I thought I would do way more with with bright colors, but it's not really my style. But I think I already had them when I was scrapbooking. And then these, yeah, the same idea. They're very big or colorful, but it's more from the scrapbooking days. Here I bought some little flowers, and I think it's an easier way to put them in here than in a plastic bag in a large drawer, because I have a unit with plastic drawers. You have seen it in the film also, and there's one complete drawer with flowers, but again I use them almost never. But these I have in here. My fancy yarns, I don't have that much, so they fit in here. These are the dividers. These are some yeah, I don't know what you call them, those cards, and this one I cut the 4 angles to make it tag shape. Buttons, again, also to remind me that I have a lot of buttons and pearls. So that's on my desk. Yeah, this has fallen out. Then again, on my desk is a yeah, maybe I can take it. Let's see if that works. Yeah, this thing. You can. It's originally sold as a for in your cupboard, and you can put something underneath because it's pretty high. Let's put the things up. If I put it to the side, you can see it. You can put things underneath, and I have things underneath, and you can put stuff on there, and it's yeah, quite a good size. I think a legal size. Put it back, and on there just some loose things that I never finished, but I made the butterfly journal. This I have forever. It's a pillowcase, but I love it. I have it since I was a teenager. This is, I don't know what was in here, but I put some beautiful designs of ruby and pearl, and in here are some dotted tulle and pink ones and with glitter, again to remind me, because in the back in the large closet is more. This is my texture paste, and that's on that I don't know, that kind of divider. This is again a plastic box, and in here, this is a bit extra, but I have these plastic sleeves, and in here are the offcuts of doilies. I'm going to take my script, all kinds of pieces of script I can pull from, so my scraps, music. And if I need a scrap or something that is more, I have a different, but again, it reminds me I have something like this, and these are the small scraps. I don't have super much because I don't make super much, and I don't save every scrap because I know I won't use all of this ever, so there's no need. So blank paper pages, but I have way more in my closet. Coffee dye, lined paper, a little wallpaper, vellum. Yeah, some, there could be braille in here, but it's piano roll and pattern paper. And these are the digitals. That's only scraps of digitals. Mostly I use a lot up. And yeah, I don't know, I don't make enough to gather a lot of scraps. I don't know. That's it. And again, I don't save everything because I know I won't use it. This is also a reminder in front of this. What can I make? A top tuck, a corner tuck, a side tuck, a pocket. Just all reminders. An envelope. I usually forget to use envelopes. Don't know what this is. These are sayings. They're from a calendar, but again, to remind me I have these, but I never use them, so it's not really working. These are the negatives I can still use. These have to go in there. Then I have these cigar boxes and I wanted to use them. And in here are some, I don't know what, from more of a diary. But these are bought. These are new, and I cut them loose from the big, the A4 I bought them in. But yeah, then I know they're in here. Of course, it's maybe not real visible. This one is empty, but it's more like to hold this upright. And that's just on that one. I first want to show you my stamp book. If you follow me, you will have seen these. This one not, but this is my color-coded stamp book. But since my father was admitted in a nursing home, I have all his complete stamp collection. But it's still on the floor because I don't have any room to put all his books. But these are all my all kinds of stamps are already color-coded in pages. And this one is just a small one of my dad's, also to remind me, to look through them, and that I have a lot. Now I have a lot of stamps, and I really like using them in my books. This one, again, if you follow me, you will have seen these. Sometimes I really cut out a lot of, and I don't have only Tim Holtz, but they're in this cute tin, and it's on my table underneath the thing that makes something higher in the cupboard. But I have all kinds of colors and leaves, flowers already cut out. So if I'm looking for something, I just have to pull this, and I instantly have lots of them already cut out. So that works for me. This works very well because I have them ready, and sometimes I want a different color, or but mostly I can really pull from this. Then I have a lot of these containers. They're all a bit, not exactly the same, because I started with a few and later I found them so handy and I got so many laces. These are all, scraps, little pieces. This is, I don't really pre-make ephemera, but kind of left over, or a few things that other people made for me, because I have way more that other people made for me, and a bit of that is in here, and this is on top of it because my closet is full. And then I have this one. Again, all transparent containers, and in here are already fussy cut, or not yet, but about fussy cut. And I have flowers, tickets, leaves, butterflies, and random stuff I can use for a decoration like these when they're cut out of a notebook. I can tea or coffee dye them, the German tape, all kinds of book binders, pieces, tea bags, and they're all in those same kind of transparent envelopes as the embossing. And then here I have all kinds of fussy cut flowers. And when I was still designing designing clothes, but for sewing patterns, I had these bags, but they were twice as long. So I cut them in two and just used the tops and sealed the bottom shot. And now I have these custom made little bags for my, these are stickers, flower stickers. And these are fussy cut, and these are a bit bigger ones. So I try to stick as much different things in one bag. So these are all cards, these are all tickets or larger ones. These are tea cards, I think you call them. This is Tim Holtz, but the rest is stickers or fussy cut. But again, you can easily flip through them and see what you have. And just some notes extra in here. But that's why I love these containers, and they fit beautifully. They fit very well in my closet, all next to each other. This is a container I had, and this is how I first, when I just had a little ephemera. It's a little photo album, and I did put images and digital offcuts. No, not offcuts, or all images. I put them in here, and I still have to put them somewhere else. But sometimes I go through this and see, can I use something? And these are Mucha cards I once got, so they're originals. These ones also, so I can use them in a journal. They're here, but because they're like this, I can see them when my closet is always open, that middle part, and I can instantly see what I have. Some masking tape and brown tape I like to use. These I recently bought for, I still want to make a Christmas journal, but I never get to it. And some yarns, with specialty yarns. And these are, but everything in containers. Then laces, I don't have to take them all out, but they're all on cards. And not really color-wise. I started with the beige together, the white together, but then you buy more and it doesn't fit, and I don't want to redo everything, but a bit the smaller ones, and they get wider and wider. And here a couple of brown, I use a bit more. The rest of the brown is here, but they're different. Until now I don't really use them that much. And the pink and green, and then I have, and they're all the same containers, the different colors. And you saw the closet, they fit beautifully next to each other, 4 of these on one shelf. Then these ones, these are the lace pieces, but not very large, that they are in the drawer set left of me, of my desk, So these, yeah, I really pull from a lot to use, and they're just, yeah, half a yard, just how they come. And this is all my yeah, how do you call it? In Dutch it's broderie, but these kinds of fabrics, they're all in here, dyed or not, but they're all in here. These are very large ones, but with beautiful ends, but yeah, larger piece, beautiful for pockets or, but I still have a lot to use. I keep pulling from the same things, so yeah, it'll last me a lifetime. Then the flowers I do use. A small container with a bit of scrap fabric, but more to remind me to use fabric. I don't do that very often. This is why I hardly use my paper flowers, because I like the real ones better. And these, for example, are from a crocheted tablecloth, and I cut them out, the shapes. Yeah, so all, and these are the small ones, and I use them mostly. And some are tea or coffee dyed, and some are still neutral. But yeah, those I use the most. But I'm a container freak. This is my sewing, now binding kit. I bought that pretty recent with waxed thread. Needles are in here, and yeah, it's really handy. And here I just have a few left. The rest I discarded. Yeah, all backings I can use for journaling cards, really old tags. But this basket was completely full, but I never used it. So I thought, get rid of it. These are a couple of my holy cards, all original. And I really like the cigar boxes. And that's like that in the closet. I know what's in there, and it's I find it good that it's all, yeah, more contained, as much contained as possible. In here are flower stamps, bird stamps, still flowers, birds. I hardly ever use them. I thought for collaging or something, but I still hardly ever use them. So I don't know, butterflies. These I sometimes use. They're little cards. I got them on AliExpress. I think they're cute. And like I showed earlier, this around a package or a journal that is sold, and then such an image on there. I pulled from these images. And this one I just recently started, and it will contain the religious stamps I get out of the books of my dad. But yeah, that's still a lot of work. But I thought, this little one is handy for that, so that's reserved for that purpose. No, it doesn't want to go back in. Then this is on top of here because it's, yeah, a lot. It's velvet ribbon. I really love it. And the green one. And here are, again, also all kinds of flowers, but mostly yeah, fabric and leaves, but it's more storage. So if I run out of things in this little drawer I showed, I think in the last video, or in the divider boxes I just showed, then I have some more in here. But I leave these on top just to remind me that I have those. And I think that's about it. About the storage, I think I covered everything. Maybe this one. It's, I think, a napkin rack or something. I don't know what the purpose was. But in here are, yes, some gutted books or parts of it. And I use them as a base, so it's not too thick if I glue a digital on both sides. I pull from this little pieces if I need little pieces, and yeah, complete pages. And then I have just this plastic folder, and these are all beginning and end papers of books that are, yeah, mostly empty. You can see the spotted, really old ones. But in the closet behind me are, yeah, kind of trays, and in there is all kinds of different papers, and one tray is completely full of all these end papers for me to use. In this drawer I have my linens, but my large one, like tablecloths and bed sheets. That's why they're, yeah, just folded. The drawers aren't very deep or high, but yeah, you can see a bit. They're stacked on top of each other. I haven't had a heart to cut into those yet. And then the second one, oh yeah, this, oh, I have a lot of this. It's folded, two different things, because I want to make lace packs in the future for sale. But they're just folded, not on cards or anything, just folded because the pieces are rather big. That's why they're just folded and in there. In the, put that to the side, my little stool. And this one also just folded so I can see on top about what it is, and then I can take it out. These are all larger pieces, so that's why they're like that. And in here, again, lots of, yeah, the drawer doesn't open, but here is some little doilies, and these, that a bit to the side. These ones I cut out of a large tablecloth. Those are in the back, and I can just see them. And here, yeah, I can go through, and here are some doilies on top of the laces, because, yeah, I have so many collected over the years. And this here, it's completely until to the bottom, but yeah, the drawer is not that deep, but it's completely filled with doilies. Round ones, oval ones. And that's why these are on top of that to, yeah, because otherwise the drawer wouldn't close anymore. So that's the way I store, yeah, larger pieces of lace. This black drawer set is next to my table, so I can reach it very easily. And in there are all kinds of things I can pull from. In the top drawer are all kinds of papers that I can use for collaging or making pages from, and they're all in, let's take one out, it's the largest one. This is all music paper, but I have all different kinds. Rag paper, ledger paper, dictionary, and that's all in this, in plastic sleeves. You see the ledger, I think rag paper maybe, dictionary, and then I know what I can pull from when I'm making a journal and I need pages. Second drawer is more special things, nice covers, images, but also Florentine paper, the marbled papers that are sometimes in books. Florentine, piano roll paper, but also drawings of buildings. Those kinds of large papers I can maybe use in a journal. The third one is all packaging pieces, but I have way more. But that's just to easy access. This is all, I don't know if it's focusing all right, lined and grid paper. And mostly it's all old, and some of this printer paper, but I don't have that much. I really like that, but that's all lined and grid. Then tissue paper, wallpaper, all kinds of pieces I bought from several designers. All my doilies in a drawer, some coffee and tea dye, and then my bling. And this is a bit of sari silk ribbon, but mostly a bit boho style fabrics and little pieces. I still don't use that much. And this drawer set makes everything very big. In here are all kinds of scissors, tools, eyelet setter, so all kinds of those. And here are stamps, not all of my stamps, but the ones I mostly use, all kinds of different ones. I don't stamp that much. Embossing powders, I can't get the hang of that. And yes, also some stamps and some punches I use on a regular basis. So that's why they are in here. But I like it. They're very shallow drawers, but they hold a lot. And it's organized. You can see it because they're not very deep. You can instantly see what you have. This is all kinds of ribbons and how do you call it? I forgot the name. What is it? I forgot. It'll come to me. And some I dyed. But it's all together in one. These are all small items, mostly from scrapbooking, but I didn't want to. Sometimes you can use these in junk journaling. Also corners and closures. These I still want to make something with. I saw lots of people make with little images in there, and they're all in these little, I can take them out, divider boxes. They have a lid, but the lid is loose, so they're in the attic, but it's more that you can put all kinds of little containers, my rusted items. I don't have that much, but yeah, it's organized. I really like it like this. And the next one, it's yeah, all a bit miscellaneous, but lots of words, all kinds of things with words. My binder rings, little, yeah, these are little hearts, but I have a lot, so if they're just in a container, if I put out a drawer, I can instantly see what I have. My eyelids, because the other ones were in the green with the little drawers, but these are so many that I could fill a complete cabinet, so that's why I have a divider box with all the neutral kind of colors in there, and some big clips. And then here is yarn. I usually use that cotton one to bind my signatures. Here is some wax thread, but it's very thick. So yeah, again, miscellaneous, but in an instant you can see what is in there. It's not, yeah, like this, because they're all leftover pieces from something, but it's organized. Here you see a close-up of my vintage, above the vintage ledger books I have, and a dictionary I pull from, yeah, to use in my own journals, but also in my paper packs. And the boxes, let's see if I can point, those two are piano roll papers, and down here vintage documents, yeah, all kinds. I'm in the box also, and to the right the books are Dutch rag paper, very rare. I've never seen it before here, and yeah, I'm still, yeah, hoarding is a great word, but I'm not really working with those documents. I just, yeah, already bought them. Then I have to see where my finger is. These are some vintage music books I use for my paper packs, and underneath it is also a box with all kinds of vintage stuff. The little, let's see where my finger goes. See, those are little notebooks that children use in school for learning how to write. The three drawers underneath, yeah, have a miscellaneous, I think, yeah, just some random papers. I didn't know that. I forgot that they were in there. The little plastic sleeve. Oh yeah, see, all kinds of different stuff. My little iron, foldable iron. And then here, the draw set is what I wanted to show you. Here is only the top of this 4 set, is only the top crafting related. And it doesn't even open. It's stuck. It's completely full with gutted books covers. Especially this one, I love. I have to make books out of, and it's filled with or book covers and thicker cardstock, so I can make a cover on my own, and the rest is just private stuff. Then here you can see, where does my finger go? There is more packaging. Here to the side you see a lot of brown packaging for extra. I have to reach. In here I'm going to stand up because from above filming is better. All my embossing folders. Yeah, it's it doesn't move. But there are a lot. But I do have some favorites. But the little drawer is completely full with embossing folders. Then the next one is inks. But I don't use those colors very often. It was more when I was scrapbooking. Completely filled with flowers, also something I hardly use, but thought I have to have. Completely full of normal envelopes, not window envelopes, but normal envelopes. I'll never get them used. And then these are beads. Once upon a time I did some jewelry making. A lot of that is left and what I collected, but even with making dangles on journals, yeah, it's not really something I really like doing. The fiddly stuff is not really for me. We'll continue. This is the last thing I want to show you. Again, the same plastic container like my laces, because they fit so beautifully on that shelf in that kind of width of the closet. I have too much, but in here are all kinds of things, but these I recently bought. I think these are from Mauritius, but this is my vintage ephemera, so old postcards, but all kinds of things. Let's see, my reinforcers that I ink myself with text, the photo corners, the quote sayings. I had one on my desk. I had just one example. I showed you then this one as an example that I can use. Quotes. The rest of this, it was a tear calendar, and I saved some of the quotes that I really liked. And in here are scrapbooking postcards, but they have a vintage look, but yeah, they're plain on the back, so I have to do something with it. Some labels, these kinds of cards. It's more from leftover from scrapbooking, but further on, so this is a variety, like these things that was really for scrapbooking. And then from here on, it's all vintage cards, a bit of vintage ephemera, but mostly calling cards, images on there, these birth cards, envelopes. These stickers are in there. I bought them once to stamp on. I never did that. Here, it's very hard to see, but this complete stack is also, not everything out, all kinds of postcards and images on there. And I want to work a bit, a variety, a bit more with vintage, authentic vintage ephemera. These are vintage calling cards, but they're new. But they are old. They are really second hand. Envelopes, a time card, a kind of a bingo card. These are fake receipts, but here are guest checks that are old. So it's a bit of a mix. Some envelopes, coin envelopes. This envelope is completely filled with vintage vellum envelopes and coin envelopes. So, and here are I don't have that much, but these are all real vintage envelopes, and some are letters and some are just the envelope. But I started with this, and it grew. Some ephemera, of course, the letters are way too big. That's why they're just in a stack in the closet, like I showed you. And this already doesn't fit anymore in here. But it's in a way it's a bit the small ephemera that is vintage. So if I'm looking for something vintage, I pull from this. So I think I covered everything. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask me. If maybe you think, oh, don't you have that of that or that. Maybe I forgot, I don't know. In the first video I showed you this turnable thing that I bought, and I wasn't sure what I was going to use it for, and now it's on my desk, and I thought I'm going to put these little items in there, and I'm just going to see. It's just above my mat here, and I can turn it so I can reach my pin cushion better, because the old place I had to reach real difficult. So I'm just going to try it. It wasn't expensive. I wish you a very great day. Very nice day. Thank you if you stuck till the end. I'm very grateful, and I hope you got something out of this. Then the video is a success for me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.